right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rachah Kwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Shalom to the elect. 144,000, first and foremost, should be pushing this truth in all sincerity in the four quarters of the earth. And Lord willing, we be in that number. I'm your brother Tobiah Yakonah coming at you with another video. Lord willing, is edifying. All right, this is an article coming out of Time, but it's coming by way of this guy Brian Berg's post. All right, from LinkedIn. So I'm gonna just read through. It says a surreal prima made the cover of Time magazine. It says if you already feel like we're living in a sci-fi movie, buckle up. Brain and retinal chips are coming. Retinal chips have been implanted into patients' eyes to try to restore some of their lost vision, and brain chips implanted in the brain could be transformative for people who are paralyzed or for those with a condition that has robbed them of speech or sight. But there is also the possibility that one day the general public could get these brain chips in order to have mind-to-mind access to AI systems. The fabric of society, our world, could change forever. So, it's just going into this this BCI, they call it, brain-computer interface. And we know, according to prophecy, that's referring to the micro CHIP in the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter, in the 16th and 17th verse specifically. All right, and we'll get that in a minute. We'll continue on in this. It says, brain-computer interface, BCI, is now at a profound inflection point. A young science that is only beginning to mature. The matters being sorted out in the lab and in the field are not just technical and medical. They are essential, existential. They are existential. Let's get the word existential, man, real quick, see what that means. It says relating to existence. So, these BCIs, this BCI technology he's telling you that it's going to be a part of your existence. It says they are existential. Humanity has developed a lot of new technologies in the past 150 years. Yeah, what does the scripture say? Knowledge shall increase. All right, it says powered flight, automobiles, that industrial revolution, electric lights, radio, television, the telephone, motion pictures, and more, right? So we're going into another revolution. It's going to be pushing toward a technocracy. There's something, I think there's like the third, I have to look it up. I think it's like the third revolution and then like the fourth revolution, but I have to look it up. Okay, so this is AI on the fourth industrial revolution. It says the fourth industrial revolution, also known as 4IR or Industry 4.0, refers to the current era of rapid technological advancement characterized by the integration of digital, physical, and biological technologies such as artificial intelligence, robotics, and the Internet of Things. It represents a significant shift in how industries operate and how technology impacts society, right? So all the stuff that you see in these movies and stuff, he's all trying to make it come true. And he's going to do it by way of his philosophy of ordo ab chaos, order out of chaos. or problem, reaction, solution. All right, and he's he's pushing to be that, to sit in the seat of God, as it says in 2 Thessalonians. I'm gonna grab that real quick. All right, this is the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2, and verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin, the man of sin is Esau, Edom, so-called white man, all right, be revealed, right? The son of perdition, the son of destruction, perdition meaning destruction. It says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, of that is worshipped, so that as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. So, what we always say, this devil has a God complex. He lacks faith, and really he's just going against the scriptures, man. This is why he's he's that old serpent, that devil in the book of Genesis, man. All right. It says he opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God. All right. He's the opposition, man. Devil means deceiver. Satan means adversary. Okay. So, yeah, and he has the earth right now. Job 9:24. So, back to the article. It says brain computer. We'll start at the second paragraph. It says brain computer interface (BCI) is now at a profound inflection point. A young science that is only beginning to mature. The matters being sorted out in the lab and in the field are not just technical and medical, they are existential. Right, this guy is a mad scientist, man. He's always in the lab doing diabolical ass bullshit, and really the laboratory is just another word for really kind of points to him being a witch. The modern day laboratory, when you think about, your idea of what a witch was back in the day, you knock on the door and the witch got the eye, who is it? And open up the door, and you look in there and it's fucking cauldron and got all these little things in jars and shit. This is exactly what the laboratory is, the modern day laboratory. That's what it is. It's just a technological witch coven, witch cave, or whatever, witch kitchen, All right, it says the matters being sorted out in the lab and in the field are not just technical and medical, they're existential. Humanity has developed a lot of new technologies in the past 150 years: powered flight, automobiles, electric lights, radio, television, the telephone, motion pictures, and more. We're going into how knowledge has increased, and it's increasing even more with this new fourth industrial revolution. It says, but there has always been an unbreachable barrier between the machines and us. They stood over there and we stood over here. Right, so you see what this is going toward. It's going toward merger of man and machine. All these things that you see in the movies, man. It says computers demolished that wall. You see how they amp it up, man. These things are also advertisements too. They try to get you, yeah, I can't wait, let's do it. Computers demolish that wall. No, man. Everybody sees that with more technology, the family unit erodes, people's relationship toward each other erodes. But what they're going to say is, well, something beautiful is going to come out of that. I mean, if you think that that's beautiful, I guess that's up to you, man. But from you know from the fruits that I see so far from these quote technological advances, it's just a degradation of what we call humanity, degradation of the family, degradation of your relationships with people. You know, you're scatterbrained. Can't nobody focus on one thing. You know, everybody's got to have shit fast and quick. Don't nobody have time to smell the roses and appreciate the small thing. You know, and everything's getting colder, man. Right? And what does Scripture say? Because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, man. So all these things, man, is this devil trying to sit in the temple of the Most High, which we are the temple. You know, the Israel is the temple of the Most High. So he's trying to get into your body via a chip, and we'll get to that. Revelation 13. Let's finish this out. It says they actively engage our eyes, our hands, our ears, our minds. Right, this he's invasive, man. I said at camp he's a habitual line stepper. He's always trying to push the boundary and trying to, you say don't go in there, and he's going to go in there. All right, it says with BCI, they are becoming part of our physical selves. In at least small ways, the machines are becoming more human, and the humans, by definition, are becoming more machine. The benefits are real. So too are the questions they raise, right? So let's get another scripture real quick. All right, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by means of those miracles. Those miracles are what we're looking at here, this BCI, these brain chips, these interfaces that go into your body and connect you to the machine. You make you a cyborg in essence. You know, that's really what he's talking about. All these robots are, okay, cool. You know, robots can't do what humans can do. But we could put the robot essentially inside of you, controlling you, turning you into the machinery that needs to be, that's going to be controlled, man. It's all about absolute control. It says that dwell on the earth by means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast. The beast is the ancient Roman revived empire, man, by way of NATO and the EU. You know, with the whore America, Babylon the Great, riding upon it, man, controlling it basically. All right, it says which had the wound by a sword and did live. Right. So the ancient Roman Empire fell, but then it came back and was revived. That's what we call it, the revival of the ancient Roman Empire. It was revived after the Renaissance age into what we see today as, NATO and the EU and, this big global facet, man, and it carries a bunch of crazy, whacked out philosophies. So this is Revelation 13 and verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. That's a charagma, which is a scratch or an etching. It's a sculpture, a figure, a statue, all right? Or in their right hand or in their foreheads, verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Right, so you're not going to be able to buy or sell or interact with this society if you don't have this mark. Giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai B'Shem Rakak Wadash Shalom.